Now on CoastTV News.
Debate continues over wind farms, how locals are weighing in on a controversial project.
A dangerous intersection in Milton getting an upgrade, details on the new safety measures.
People not happy over these dunes being torn apart. What's being done next?
And the threat of thunderstorms on Thursday is still in play, and we're tracking some storms right now that you need to pay attention to. The latest on the tracking coming up.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
The wind farm debate continuing to heat up. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with the winds of change raising concerns in our local communities.
Right now, DENREC is holding an open house for U.S. Wind's offshore wind energy project that's proposed offshore of Maryland. Live at Beacon Middle School now is CoastTV News anchor Mallory Metzner. Mallory, environmentalists for and against the project are showing up.
Demonstrators for and against offshore wind are lined up here behind me on either side of the entrance to the open house. Now, inside the building, there are different panels set up with information on them for people to review each step of the permitting process that DENREC is involved with for running the cables under state-regulated land and wetlands to the 3 R's Beach parking lot, and then ultimately to the Indian River Power Plant. We spoke to DENREC about the importance of holding information sessions like this one.
This is a great opportunity for them to come out and learn about the permitting process. Permitting process is complex. There's a lot of components. There are at least 4 permits in this process with DENREC. So they can come out, they can learn about it, they can learn about the timeline, see the maps, and again, importantly, they can talk to our subject matter experts directly.
This information session runs until 7 p.m. Coming up on CoastTV News at 6 and 11, you'll hear from demonstrators about the pros and cons they see with the project. I'm Mallory Metzner, live in Lewis, CoastTV News.
Thank you, Mallory. And this brings us right into our CoastTV poll. We want to know, what is your main concern when it comes to wind farms?
Let's take a look at the results so far. If you look at your screen, you can see marine life, 65% of the vote. And that doesn't surprise me, Charlie, as that and visual impact, which is the second. We've seen a lot in our stories we've done on this.
A lot of the comments have been made about that. This is the first time we've run the poll, though. So if you haven't voted yet, if you want to weigh in on it, go to coasttv.com or use our mobile app.
Staying in traffic, starting next Wednesday, there's going to be some lane restrictions at Route 113 on Airport Road and Northeast 10th Street in Milford. The city says crews will be installing new crosswalks and upgrading traffic signals. Work is expected to last until mid-September.
The intersection at Harbison Road, Chestnut Street, and Shingle Point Road in Milton is getting a safety upgrade. And if you've ever driven there, you probably know what we're talking about. Since 2020, DelDOT says 9 accidents have happened right here. In order to encourage drivers to slow down, increase visibility, and reduce the number of accidents, DelDOT will be adding an all-way stop and pavement markings. One woman told CoastTV she's experienced firsthand just how dangerous the intersection can be.
I had my car totaled when somebody come flying down from the, I guess on 5 it would be, going down from the school heading out, going way too fast where it's supposed to be 35. I was going across and they broadsided me.
DelDOT says weather permitting, work will begin on this intersection June 12th. That's going to start at 9 a.m.
Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Cambridge. A cloudy afternoon there. And let's check in with our first alert chief meteorologist, Paul Williams, who's been tracking showers on and off today.
Yeah, we really have. And so the basic way to kind of describe what we expect over the next 48 hours, rainy on Wednesday, thunderstorms on Thursday. I'm still holding to that, but the models are trying to go back and forth from run to run. So I'm going to give you the worst case scenario so you can at least be prepared just in case, the bottom falls out of the sky. So our Bay Health camera in Milford, we're not so cloudy, not so drizzly, but we are definitely cloudy and rainy in Cambridge with temperatures in the 70s. Now, as far as the amount of rain, the rain's coming in from the west, moving east. So it hasn't quite reached us in Georgetown or Ocean City. But here's the latest movement you can see in Cambridge right now. This is why it's so dreary there. They're looking at, steady, light to moderate showers for right now. We do have a coastal flood advisory for all of Sussex and really the entire state, but not just Sussex, but also in effect for us for Dorchester, Somerset, and Wacomico until 7 o'clock on Thursday. Coming up, we'll talk more detail as far as the intensity of those storms as they arrive and the timing of them. But for right now, back to you, Charlie.
To that, Paul. Up and down the coast, you'll see grassy dunes just like this one, but one specific section along Bethany Beach, that dune is just gone, turned into flat sand. One local believes somebody actually hired a contractor to clear out the dunes behind their house so they could get a better view of the beach. But the land they cleared doesn't belong to them. This land belongs to the homeowner association, and for the HOA to make any changes to the dunes, they would need the okay from DENREC, which didn't happen. People who have lived there a long time say the dunes are so important.
The dune grass sends out roots further out in front, and believe it or not, it will hold the dune in place, even at the bottom. Without any root system here, it's going to take a while, and this could, a hurricane or some big storm will wash this area out before other areas.
Although repairs are underway, you could see them there in the video. To bring the dune grass back to where it used to be, locals say it's going to take years for it to get back to its original form.
Today, Democrats are forcing their Republican colleagues' hand on where they stand on reproductive rights. The Senate voting on a measure to protect access to birth control nationwide. Republicans claim it's a non-issue. Today's vote is largely symbolic, but it comes in a heated year. NBC's Bree Jackson takes us there.
Reproductive freedoms are front and center as Democrats push to put Republicans on the spot about where they stand on access to contraceptives.
Americans' uncertainty about using birth control is one of the many shameful consequences of overturning Roe v. Wade. This is the mess Donald Trump, the MAGA Supreme Court, and the Republican-led Senate has created.
Democrats say they're focusing on a larger effort to protect reproductive rights nationwide. Many Republicans argue this latest bill aimed at contraceptives is less about passing legislation and more about sending a political message.
Democrats think they can win this case, this election based on reproductive rights, and somehow they're suggesting that contraception is in jeopardy, which is just blatantly false.
Since the overturning of Roe v. Wade, some Republican-led states have passed bills that limit access to abortions, and there are concerns about protecting IVF treatments, all of which are further dividing voters. While a recent NBC News poll found inflation and immigration are top of mind, Democrats are working to raise the stakes on issues like abortion.
Here we have reproductive justice, which we know that will mobilize voters.
The other part of this is you can wrap the abortion issue and reproductive freedom into a broader issue of preserving democracy and your own freedoms, whatever those freedoms happen to be.
The political debate comes as the country awaits a major Supreme Court ruling on whether to limit access to the widely used abortion medication, mifepristone. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And on that note, how about this? A birth control gel for men is showing promise in the early stages of clinical trial. The hormonal gel is rubbed on each shoulder blade. Researchers say after applying it for 15 weeks, 86% of more than 200 men in the trial experienced an effective level of sperm production suppression. The desired effect was typically seen by the 8th week of the treatment. The trial is expected to finish by the end of the year. A product, though, that would likely be years away. It would also require FDA approval.
On Tuesday, the House of Representatives passed a bill to sanction officials in the International Criminal Court. It's unlikely this bill will be brought up in the Senate. The move comes after the court announced that it is seeking an arrest warrant for Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and others, including Hamas leaders. The charges would be for war crimes and crimes against humanity, all of this linked to the war in Gaza. President Biden spoke out against the ICC decision, however, does not support the Republican-led effort to sanction the ICC.
Coming up, Boeing takes on a new historic project aimed at airline safety concerns.
And we have a few spotty storms surfacing right now, but more showers are zeroing in on us for Thursday. I'll update you on the latest movement.
How President Biden is set to commemorate 80 years since D-Day. That is up next.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Attention Delmarva homeowners. HomeSmart is looking for 50 homes to participate in our first ever bath makeover event. 50 homeowners will receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. We want to showcase our Kohler Luxstone showers in real bathroom conditions, including Kohler's proprietary crushed stone walls that won't harbor bacteria or soap scum. That's right, homeowners will receive promotional pricing just to determine if our exquisite product lines are the right fit for your bathroom project. 50 homeowners who call now will save. Receive 50% off installation of a new Kohler Luxstone shower. Plus, call during this program for no payments until 2025. Senior and military discounts. Call HomeSmart now with zip code and location to qualify. Call 1-800-616-8289. That's 1-800-616-8289.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
President Joe Biden will spend the next few days in France, commemorating 8 decades since American troops were among an Allied coalition that stormed the beaches of Normandy in 1944, turning the tide against Nazi Germany's forces during World War II.
As Laura Aguirre explains, the president will be joined at ceremonies this week by some veterans who actually remember D-Day firsthand.
President Joe Biden touched down in Paris Wednesday morning. In the days ahead, he and First Lady Dr. Jill Biden will join the French president and his wife for a number of events honoring the bravery and sacrifice of Allied troops during World War II. Specifically, D-Day, June 6, 1944, when Americans were among the coalition forces that entered France through the beaches of Normandy on a mission to push back the advance of Nazi Germany. Some of those men and women have also returned. They are among the few remaining World War II veterans still alive to tell their stories.
It's hard to describe all these people. Never think they recognize old veterans, you know, what our country really means.
Tony Malin was in the Navy when he took part in the Normandy invasion. He's now 101. His pride still strong as ever.
I love my country.
Malin's daughter traveled with him.
It'll probably be his last time, but he's to go to honor all the people who died on the beach.
The White House says the president will deliver a major speech on Friday that focuses on global threats to democracy, threats that reverberate with many of these veterans, one of whom has this message for his fellow Americans.
My only wish is that the people in this country would appreciate this country.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Here's a look at your Bay forecast. In Cambridge, we'll start off a little sprinkly in the morning time, but watching out to the showers that come into true fruition by 5 o'clock in Cambridge, as well as in Crisfield. Come back and I'll show you the timing of these storms and how long they're going to last.
You do game nights. You do dinners worth sharing. You do movie marathons. At Johnny Janosic Outlet and Clearance Center, we help you do you for less. Get this reclining sofa just $599.95. This twin bunk bed set just $549.95. Or this 7-piece dining set just $649.95. You know what you want, so you do you with a little help from Johnny Janosic Outlet and Clearance Center.
At FH Fur, we know that a dripping faucet isn't just a nuisance. It's your home crying for help. That's why we say no to dispatch fees and goodbye to diagnostic charges. With our Get a Plumber in Your Home for Free promise, we focus on what really matters, solving your plumbing woes. Whether it's a stubborn clog, a running toilet, or a water heater on the fritz, we bring knowledge, experience, and professionalism right to your doorstep, free.
Call Fur. FH Fur. FH Fur.
CoastTV.com.
Faster internet is better. That's why Extreme is increasing speeds and lowering prices, giving you more go, more whoa, more vroom, and boom for less. Get Internet 250 with whole home Wi-Fi 360 Pro for just $19.99 a month for a year. Plus, call now and get a $100 credit on your internet package. New faster speeds, new lower prices. Call 844-EXTREME2.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Is your vacuum ready to handle all of summer's messes? Keep your home clean with Beach Vacuums, your one-stop shop for everything vacuums. Whether you're looking to install or replace a central vac system or shopping for a new cleaner, we have the best air filtration brands to enhance your home's air quality. Trade in your old vacuum, even if it's broken, for a discount on a new one, or get one repaired with a free estimate. Beach Vacuums, the last full-service vacuum store in Sussex County.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
Well, we're picking up the rain that we talked about yesterday. And remember, yesterday we talked about just rain. Now, on Thursday, we're watching out for thunderstorm. Good old-fashioned summer-like thunderstorms, although summer officially hasn't kicked off yet. Our Spicer Brothers camera in Salisbury, we're actually getting a couple of dots on the camera lens right now as we speak. 77 degrees for right now, but we're looking for that rain to begin to make its move. So, you can see our forecast is dead on right now, with temperatures expected to slide into the lower 70s with the rain to accompany it. 81 for the high in Georgetown, 77 is where we park our high for the day in Ocean City, and 79 in Salisbury. Our normal high, 80. We reached 81 for today, so we're still above the norm. 63 was our starting point this morning. Let's talk about the here and now with the rain we're dealing with at this present time. We have a coastal flood advisory for all of Sussex and all of Delaware, for that matter, until 1 o'clock. We see scattered showers pushing across. The coastal flood advisory here and the one for us that's also highlighted in Dorchester, Somerset, and Wacomico is a combination of the high tide and the rain that we're receiving. We're double dipping with the possibility of a little bit of flooding in some isolated pockets. We also have a small craft advisory off of the coast from Ocean City all the way down towards Chincoteague, just to kind of keep that in mind as well. And we've just had a few moments ago, it was just added like while we're on the air live right now, another small craft advisory added here. So we're looking for 25-mile-per-hour winds. So we have the warm front that's surging here. That's what this warm front is indicating with the barbs that are sliding in this direction, giving us the direction of that warm air. That warm air is going to continue to bubble up and bring in that chance of rain for us tonight. So what are we expecting? Scattered rain for tonight with overnight wet roads, spot storms for Thursday, fast forming showers. And by the way, in case you didn't know, what day is it? I know it's Wednesday. I'm not talking about the commercial. But today is actually World Environmental Day, just in case you wanted to know that. So here we go. 8:30, we're looking for another wave of moderate showers across Long Neck. Another wave pushes across at 1 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. But then you notice, see these dots here, these heavy red dots? That's what our short-term models indicating that we're going to have some intense storms that are going to kick off for us. The amount of rain has dialed down from a half an inch to down to a tenth of an inch. And this is why these models are so frustrating right now when we're going from spring to summer, because they go back and forth from run to run. So I'm giving you the worst-case scenario just so you'll be prepared. Late tonight, this model is saying we're going to push that out of the way. Thursday morning, we have a strong flow out of the southwest going into Thursday afternoon, and then spot showers flare up, and then they dance quickly out of the way. Now, that being the case for us, we're looking at that same situation in the most southern portions of our viewing area, Snow Hill, Newark, and all of that in Berlin, a fast developing storm, and then it pushes out of the way. Because they're moving so rapidly, that's why I think they're going to be so intense. Then we have the winds out of the southwest at 6:30 on Thursday at 23 miles per hour, kicking it up to 30 miles per hour on Thursday. Since we're only going to peak at about 30 mile per hour winds, that's why I'm not calling for a first alert day, and the yellow day is still back and forth for us. But we're watching out for stormy weather on Thursday in Ocean City and South Bethany, as well as Cape Henlopen and Dewey Beach. So that being said, we're looking for it to continue to stay cooperative for us as far as this weekend is concerned. We're looking Saturday and Sunday to stay out of the way of any kind of adverse weather whatsoever. So 70 for tonight, 86 with fickle storms for tomorrow, and then 86 and sunshine on Friday. Here's a look at your extended forecast.
Paul, thank you. Heading to Salisbury, the Route 50 drawbridge, it's going to have a little bit of issues until the end of June for repairs. According to the city, there will be single lane closures daily between 9 and 3.
Certainly pay attention to that. And get this, a new record has been set from oyster harvesting in Maryland. According to the Department of Resources, shellfish businesses harvested a best ever more than 94,000 bushels of oysters in 2023. That edges out the 2022 total of 94,200 bushels by about 30 bushels. Very close, though. Now, by comparison, the entire state, Maryland's public oyster fishery, harvested over 500,000 bushels during 21 and 22, and over 700,000 bushels in the 22-23 season. That includes everybody, even those out there just doing it for fun.
We salute the United States Air Force. The U.S. Air Force, a pillar of American air superiority, has played a pivotal role in shaping the outcome of conflicts through unmatched aerial power. From the skies over Berlin to modern drone operations, Air Force personnel have excelled in their commitment to innovation and precision. We salute all those who have served and continue to serve in the Air Force, ensuring the security of our skies with unwavering dedication. Their critical missions in air and cyberspace secure our strategic advantages and uphold our national defense.
Spicer Brothers and CoastTV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a CoastTV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
Is a kitchen remodel on your to-do list?
Paul Davis offers an easy 3-step kitchen refacing solution. Step 1, we bring the showroom to you. Step 2, we give you the exact price that day. Step 3, our certified installers complete it in days, not weeks.
A revitalized kitchen without the disruption.
At half the cost of a traditional kitchen remodel.
In the style and color you've always wanted. Last chance to get 20% off your new kitchen plus a free trash can pullout or no payments until 2025.
Call Paul Davis today or visit our showroom.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Shop local at the Treasure Chest for the gift that means more. Say you care about your friends, family, and community with a gift from a trusted family-owned and operated jewelry store for over 45 years. Just minutes from the beach, the Treasure Chest on Main Street in Berlin.
Join us for the June 10 event going on right now at Preston Ford. When the tent goes up, the prices come down. We have a wide selection of over 900 Ford models available for immediate purchase. During this sales event, you can save over $8,000 off the MSRP of select 2024 Ford F-150s. Shop with us online at PrestonFord.com and we'll deliver it to your driveway today. Find your dream car during the June 10 event at Preston Ford. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with Patio Systems in Lewis, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft, with quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the Shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
Shop local at the Treasure Chest for the gift that means more. Say you care about your friends, family, and community with a gift from a trusted family-owned and operated jewelry store for over 45 years. Just minutes from the beach, the Treasure Chest on Main Street in Berlin.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is, your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us. Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
If you enjoy a glass of wine or a cocktail when you fly, a new study suggests you might want to reconsider that. German researchers found drinking alcohol while on a flight could decrease blood oxygen levels to worrisome levels when you sleep. They say this can even happen to people who are young and healthy. Researchers suggest those with medical conditions just stay away from alcohol on flights, and healthy people maybe just have one.
Boeing has launched the first crewed mission of its Starliner capsule. The capsule launched aboard an Atlas V rocket a little before 11 a.m. The test flight is a major milestone for the project, which has been plagued by delays. The Starliner was developed in partnership with NASA to transport astronauts to and from the International Space Station. The capsule is expected to dock with the ISS around noon on Thursday. 2 astronauts on board the Starliner will spend about a week on the ISS before beginning their return journey to Earth. Maryland's 6 casinos combined to generate over $173 million in revenue from slot machines and table games during May 2024. That's the 9th best single month total in the history of the state's casino program, and it's an increase of 2.2% compared to May of last year. Contributions to the Education Trust Fund, they saw a 4.2% increase compared to May 2023. Gaming revenues also support their community, Maryland's horse racing industry, and small minority and women-owned businesses. We'll be right back.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
At FH Fur, we know that a dripping faucet isn't just a nuisance. It's your home crying for help. That's why we say no to dispatch fees and goodbye to diagnostic charges. With our Get a Plumber in Your Home for Free promise, we focus on what really matters, solving your plumbing woes. Whether it's a stubborn clog, a running toilet, or a water heater on the fritz, we bring knowledge, experience, and professionalism right to your doorstep, free.
Call Fur, FH Fur, FHFur.com.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
When you're obese, you know, right? And you know the world sees you as this, but when you hear that, hey, you need to lose weight, you're like, but how? You feel trapped.
It's intimidating, and it's a really hard decision for the patient to make to proceed with weight loss surgery. Most people don't have enough information about the safety and the effectiveness of weight loss surgery.
I know that I can reach out to any person here at BB, and I can get the support that I need.
Taking a look in Lewis, hey, we're at 75 degrees, and we're going to drop to 72 with spot showers flaring up. Live radar showing we have more rain that's on the way as we contend with the possibility of a little bit of flooding. Call our weather line to stay updated on your weather, sponsored by Bedman, Dallas, Federico, and Brockstedt. And here's a look at your extended forecast. And keep in mind that
all right, Paul, thank you very much. And we were waiting to hear more, but you know what? We're going to get it at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll get it then. For more news, for more local weather, download our CoastTV News app.
For now, though, Inside Edition is up next.
And of course, we are going to see you later tonight for that CoastTV News at 6 o'clock. Have yourselves a great evening.